Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. How are we doing today? Who do we have in the chat? Oh, I don't have the chat opened up. Let me do this. It's been like a couple of weeks since I've done a live stream, a public one anyway. I've forgotten how everything works. How strange. Cool. There we go. All right. Who do we have in the chat? We got Hemen, a lot more crypto, J Cons, Fud Good About It, David, Risky, Hemen, I've said that already, Himo, and everyone else. What do you mean, bro, read me? Where do you come from? I come from London. Good. Yes, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Right. Everybody, okay, now we've got a few more people in here. I need to bring this up so I can see the chat a little bit more clearly. You've already said you're from Indonesia. I saw that on the first one. So yeah, welcome from Indonesia. Welcome Frank from Paris. There's new people in here, people I haven't seen in the chat before. What's going on? We've got some new people, right? I'm also, sorry, am I like a bit, yeah. I've literally just got back through the door. Had some meetings and stuff today and had stuff to do, and I've just got back through the door, and it's like I've only just turned the AC back on because I thought it'd be okay just having the window open, but it's really humid and like today it's raining, but it's still like 25 degrees outside, so it's just sweaty and nasty and horrible. So apologies if I look like a gross shiny-faced mess for now. Hopefully that will clean up in a little bit. Cool. Yeah, what's everyone saying? What are people saying in here? First time watching live stream, been checking info for a while. Nice. Yeah, I think because it's been a couple of weeks since I've last done a live stream, but obviously I've been doing these like updates every day, which hopefully have brought a few new people in. Like, what do people think of these little like 5, 6, 7 minute updates that I'm doing? Are they helpful? People getting good trades out of them? Because that's obviously what we want to do, give people the information that is important and just the clear and simple information that just means, okay, look, Luke said that, non-financial advice, do your own fucking research, but maybe I can take a trade here because confluence, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, for the last few days, they've been pretty good. I don't like toot, but the important moves, and I think as like a trade a day type of thing, they've been pretty good. So the one that we were talking about yesterday was basically you don't want to lose the 382. After you have like a reaction like we had off of the low from Tuesday night, you don't want to have a deep retrace for that. So I bang on about this all the time. And we're in a similar situation, well, right now as well, to where we were yesterday. Do not expect, after you have an impulse like this, to be getting entries around the golden pocket. Because if you do get entries around the golden pocket, the majority of the times they do fail. I'll need to bring up my stats because these are quite old. But it's not a high risk setup. If you get a move like this and you're having a deep retrace, let's say, look, what we've had here, deep retrace, not taking the lows, you're inevitably going to take the lows and going to come down lower. Here, deep retrace, you are inevitably going to take the lows and come down lower without actually taking the high where it bounced from. So you do need to be aware of that. Coming down to the 382 and at a push, wicking down into the 50, into the EQ is reasonable, but don't go aiming for golden pocket retraces, in my opinion, because they're just not reliable. Fine if you're having like a really chill trending move up and then you come down and you're hitting into that golden pocket from here to here. But when you just have like straight line up, yeah, you want to have shallow retrace like that, or you're just going to go straight down, full retrace. So this is what we had yesterday. This was the confluence that we were talking about. We had the order block down there. So we'd come back in, we'd fill this single prints a little bit of 30-minute time frame. Okay, you had that area there, which was your single prints. Yep, so there is the gap in the charts. Where did you come back into as well? It was this little block previous. support from back here. So when you get this reaction, you always want to come back into your reference being where it was trying to hold previously. So if you are holding and you fail, you stop everyone out, you have a decent reaction, and then you get back in basically exactly where all of these people got wiped out and are now too afraid to enter. So yeah, a little bit of that's the move that we had yesterday, and a similar situation that we've had so far today. I'm actually short on Bitcoin right now. I do think that the chances are that now that we've had this move, we can then come and take this out. Okay, so you've had basically 3 waves. Whoops, bam, bam, bam. So ABC, blah, blah, blah. And now we can be looking at something similar to the downside. Okay, this didn't actually quite come into the 618, so it would be reasonable to assume that it can overshoot on the other side here, which will come down and take out these lows. So that for me is the plan. If we are holding this support and we manage to hold and we form a range here, and we can do this for quite some time, maybe have a little sweep that just drops into this, then fine, we can be looking for higher targets. But because that move from yesterday took out this high, now this high being the most important one in my opinion, because on the higher time frames, let's say for example if you go up to the 4 hour, that is where your imbalances start. Okay, so all of these wicks that you had previously, they were within that 4 hour candle previous. Okay, and for me, it's just when you're looking at that liquidity, the higher time frames are a bit more important, and then you've got quite a long way to go before you really start coming into the actual single prints from the move down. So that's ideally what I'm aiming for. That's what what I'm looking for at the moment. What I was looking for yesterday was the move up to take this high after coming back into 25,800, and like we hit that to the dollar, and that's the level that I gave everyone. Yeah. And now this morning, again, just very, very simple, almost looking at 1 trade per day. Yesterday, we were looking at a long. Today, we're looking at a short. If we come down here again, I'm looking for a long again. And it's just playing that range and seeing how things go. So very straightforward. And then on the ES, I've been trading that quite a lot recently. So I'm not going to do too much on the ES on this stream. The crew, the last few trading rooms, we've been trading ES. We've been talking about stuff on there. ES being the S&P 500, New York Stock Exchange, basically. So we've been trading that a little bit more so than we have been Bitcoin, because, I mean, Bitcoin's 1 trade a day that we're getting at the moment, at least for myself, 1 trade a day. Whereas on the ES, I've been getting like 4 or 5 a day on that. And it's literally just VWAP and volume on the ES. I didn't quite realize how easy it was to trade. We were going over this yesterday in the trading room yesterday, and I've just been playing around with just a practice account because I've never really fully committed to trading ES. I've never really fully committed to trading legacy markets. I've always been a crypto bro. I fucking hate that term. I'm not a crypto bro at all, but I've always been into crypto. I've always been into Bitcoin because it's been the more volatile, it's been the more fun. But to be honest, legacy markets I'm enjoying more right now. Maybe it's just because it's something different. Maybe I'm learning something new. It's something that I feel I can pass on and I can give value to everybody. More so than Bitcoin, which is just same old. But yeah, ES has been nice, so maybe we can cover a couple of trades on that. I made a really dumb mistake earlier. I updated Quantower, which is what I'm using to trade ES, without saving my workspace. And the workspace took me like 2 hours to build the other day when I first started doing it. So that's annoying. Great platform, but a pain in the ass to set up, and I've got to go through it all over again, set it all up again, and this time remember to save my fucking workspace, you idiot, Luke. Very clever of me, not. Anyway, yes. Where do you trade stocks on? So yeah, what I'm doing is I'm using a prop firm. I am actually just paper trading for now. and just using it to journal, using it for statistics. The nice thing about like, basically that's kind of what I'm doing. I did a few trades on a live account yesterday. Not that they're a live account because it's a prop firm and it's never a live account, but whatever. It feels a bit more real. That's what I've been doing. Trading it on a prop firm using Quantower. I'm not going to go into too much more depth on that at the moment because there'll be too many questions on it. Like, ooh, what firm are you, what blah, blah, blah are you using? Which funded account are you using? What platform? All of those kind of things. I'll cover those eventually once I've set up my thing and I can actually show this stuff. But for now, the crew are getting all that stuff anyway. Can't get, crew are getting all that. Tom Jones, have you tried Sierra charts? Yes, I hate it. This is the thing. The reason I've never traded legacy markets is just because the interface, everything looks like it's built in like Windows XP and it's just clunky and yuck. Like MT4, awful. Sierra charts, awful. Even ATAS to an extent, don't like it. Ninja Trader, ugh. C Trader, okay. What else is there? What else have I done? I've tried. I mean, I've gone through all of them. I do this work so you guys don't have to. That's why I do it. So I try and find the good stuff. And I think now I've found the I think I found the good stuff. I think Quantower I'll tell you what it is. It's with TopStep. So they're a massive, massive firm, but they will allow you to use multiple different things. So it's a pain in the ass. But they've got a really good offer at the moment. Where it's, everything's good. Tom Jones, UI may look old, but that's the trade-off for performance. I don't think there's good performance there though, because it's just like, I don't know, it's not intuitive. It's not, I like things that are aesthetically pleasing, that please my brain, that don't try and confuse me. Yeah, and I find that all these old things are just like built to just fucking mess with you. I don't like it. Maybe I'm just used to crypto interfaces which are clean and clear and actually a lot less nonsense noise within them than there are on these other things. But yeah, Quantower is great. Got a really nice DOM on there. So you got a nice depth of market. You can do TPO profiles. You can do everything on there that you can with Exo and Trading View. And yeah. Risky Ananda, FOMC hawkish. FOMC, when are they not? When are they not? Right. What do we have? War is blah, blah, blah. Beside prop firms, where can you trade stocks the best? I'm trying to get into stock trading. Before I was using this, prop firms are the easiest if you don't have, because to get a proper broker, you've got to apply, you've got to do all of those kind of things. I used to use eToro, but there's other ways you can do it. I just retail exchanges, but again, shitty interface, not good for actual trading. Tom, if you sign up for AMP, you also get Quantower for free too. Yeah, that's what happens with TopStep. So with Quantower, am I going to go into it? Yeah, let's go into it. I can't show it because I don't have it all set up because I lost my workspace. So I've got to set that all up after the stream. I was hoping to show it today, updated it, and then wrecked. But yeah, I use TopStep. They have an offer that's like a $99 account. I think it's even less, maybe, for like a 50K account. I'm using 100K. So there's a 100K funded challenge basically on there, which you can also pay per trade, which is kind of nice. The thing about Quantower is it's $70 a month as it is. Then you've got DX feed, which you normally would have to pay for as well. Then you've got the actual funded account itself, which you would have to pay for. And then you've got Rhythmic again, which is another thing that you might have to pay for if you're trading through a proper broker. So it's less, isn't it? I think it's $49 for a TopStep challenge account, and you get all of that stuff included. So even if you fail the account, it's still less than it would be to get a subscription for this stuff anyway. So it's with Top Step. I'm not going to do any links. I'll do this stuff later on. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, we'll go back into the price action and we will cover some stuff. So I think that Bitcoin's done. I'm sure. That's it. That's all there is to say. I'm looking for a move down here, and then I might consider a long again. Similar situation, deep retrace, whatever, don't care. If we take out that low, I'll probably take profit. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Who subscribed? Gunstash. Thank you for the subscription. If there is anyone else new here, make sure you hit subscribe. Smash the like button. Why are there only 13 likes? You guys are useless. I'm going to stop talking until we get that up to 30 likes. "31 likes. Thank you very much." There we go. That worked. That was good. Thank you. Easy. All right. No, I'm not doing kick anymore. It was an experiment. I might go back there later. But yeah, not doing kick anymore. Is what? I was staring to make you feel awkward enough to hit the like button so I would stop staring, and clearly it worked. So thank you for the likes. Are you going to make tutorials on how to set up Top Step? Yeah, maybe. I've gone through. I went through this with the crew yesterday on the trading room. So I think you guys within the crew, Divine Hood, are you in it? Maybe you are. I can't remember. My brain fog. But yeah, we went through. I showed a basic way to do it, but it is a bit complex. If I'm going to do a tutorial on it, I'll make sure they set me up with an affiliate account that gets you guys a discount, and that that helps me a bit for putting in the time to do it. You missed the kick streams. I mean, I'll go back, like when we're bull market again and when we've actually got like new audience or something, maybe. But look, I did a month over there, didn't get verified. Your fault. I didn't get verified because you guys didn't bring enough people to the stream, unfortunately. You weren't talking enough. For anyone who's here watching in silence, blame you. You gotta chat, you gotta engage. We were getting like 150 people on the streams and not many people were talking. So yeah, we'll go back over there when we have a bit of higher engagement, and we're trying to push it. Grinding. Kill still made 4 accounts. Yes, that's the thing. Anyone who hasn't pressed the like button will be considered a hex holder. Do the right thing, folks. Yes. Thank you, Greg. All right. Yeah. Let's look at ES. I nearly got Rex on ES yesterday. Luckily, I didn't, but I nearly did. We were watching this. This was a little short that we were looking at through the trading room. Just about got out of that in time. It was got a bit distracted. We were watching the Open, and it was just like melt up after New York Open yesterday. So it started to pull back. I think the area that we were looking at as basically resistance yesterday, this one, is probably where I'm looking for this to come back to today. If we are to get moving, like the ES has just been doing this general thing. You can probably draw this into a bit of a channel. Like I haven't been doing too much. Like I say, I've mainly been just using the VWAP and the volume profile. The problem on TradingView is the times, the open and close times on here are different to what like the real proper trading hours are. So if you add like a session VWAP on, for example, you can anchor your VWAPs, but if you add the session VWAP, and this is something I've always had an issue with, is this session VWAP starts at basically the close, the New York close from the previous day, not like the actual open of a new day. And I found that UTC, daily open, midnight UTC, starting that as a new day is much better. Yeah. So I found that to be much more accurate. It's surprisingly so, like really, really nice. It's been for most of the week so far. So VWAP with a UTC midnight open, working a treat, like really good. Again, building statistics for it, paper trading it for now. And hopefully we'll have some more, well, we'll have a lot of new information, new stuff on ES for you guys very, very soon, once we've got that a bit more. But anyway, for now, similar situation. Yeah, I would like to see some of these taken out, coming back down here somewhere. I don't have too many thoughts on this again because I'm not set up in a way that I really like it on TradingView. I'll have to get Quantower back and to do all of those things again. And cool. You can't. Yeah, so I can stream on both simultaneously. So I could stream on Kick and YouTube at the same time, but then you've got bigger lag. And I think when we're trading markets and we're going sometimes low time frame, you don't want to have like a 30-40 second lag. If you're just streaming on one platform, then the lag's like 5 to 10 seconds rather than 20 to 30 seconds. So the problem is, like, if I was to live trade something and I'm multi-streaming, by the time you guys hear that I've taken the trade, it's probably gone already. That's how quickly these markets move. So it's a trade-off, right? I know we could multi-stream it, but you'll get bigger lag, and I don't think that's worth it. I don't think so. That's ES. Any more questions on ES? Not too much more to say. Luke, will you do a video on how you do your stat collection? Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of old school. I just still use like Excel sheets and I write stuff down on a piece of paper. I'm kind of old. I have like a literal journal that I just write stuff down on. And then once I've been trading something enough and I'm like, okay, cool, then I'll maybe put them into a spreadsheet and start to look for stats. But yeah, it's not very technical. Because I don't really I'm not particularly good at it. So I know I have to do it. And I've definitely been getting better at it recently, and I've been taking it a lot more serious recently. But I've always been I've never had the best process. I've never found like a process that I'm really, really like. That's my process for journaling. It's writing things down and then figuring out what I like from it. Luke, are you going to be traded stocks or indexes? Most legacy market trading software looks old. That's just how they were made. Can't compare softwares in general. Yeah, I'd agree with Martin. Lazy design. Like if crypto's where all the innovation is, and I think legacy markets have got to catch up with the times. That's why I like certain. They are catching up. And Quantower, as an example. You may or may not soon be able to trade with XO. Who knows? I know there's other stuff. We like Teal Street for crypto. Maybe there's some stuff in the works with them that are looking at legacy markets also, once there's API with that. So, yeah. I'm not doing much price action stuff, but I'm just talking to the chat. So if you want me to look at charts, then ask, please, because I'm thirsty. I love the sentence. What am I saying? What am I saying? Yeah, if you want me to look at charts, then look at chart. Then ask me about charts. I just feel there's not too much more to update on right now. I'm keeping things fairly simple. So I don't want to overcomplicate shit. Start looking at a load of altcoins. I mean, I will do, but for Bitcoin, I'm just very, very clear that like, just wait for it to go a bit lower, right? How do you deal with lack of motivation from time to time? Have you even had them? Yeah, I have always, I think up until this year, I've always relied on motivation and getting some kind of dopamine hit from trading, right? To get some excitement from it. And if the market's been boring, then I haven't really traded it so much. But I'd say this year has been a massive change. Motivation, it means nothing, right? Motivation is nothing. It's all about, like, I'm going to bang on about this because I'm going deep into this shit, and I have been going deep into this shit. But it's all about discipline, right? You can't rely on being motivated because it's just like, it's kind of weak, it's kind of lazy. And that's not what it's about. So you just have processes and you just make sure you stick to the processes. And if you're doing that in all aspects of your life, it makes things so much easier. So like, do stuff that's hard, and then you'll find that you become more disciplined as a result, and all of this stuff as well. So yeah. So I'd say I no longer rely on motivation. I just know it's what I have to do, therefore I do it. So yeah. Got to have drive, not motivation. You got to have drive. Yeah, exactly. You got to have drive. You got to have determination. You got to have consistency. You got to have persistence, because if you can't get the hang of it, first of all, just turn it into a habit. Do things enough to make it a habit. And I think this is why my journaling this is a nice conversation, I guess. This is why my journaling is still on a pad and paper, because that for me is easy for me to do. So if I'm just like, I've made a trade, or I'll screenshot it and I'll just throw it into a file and I'll have it that way. Whatever's the easiest way for you to do it. You got to make everything easy. The second there's anything that's like, oh, that's taking a bit of brain power, this, I don't like doing it, but it's taking a bit of brain power, that's when it's doomed to fail. So for me, taking notes on a piece of paper, and then if I'm going through that process every now and again, like once a week, however often, to start to compile what I've done, that for me is easy. That for me is something I don't have to think about. I'm sat here anyway, and I can just take a screenshot, I can throw it into a Notion document, and I can write it down. And then it's done. Like 10 seconds work. Rather than going into, like, even this automated software, I don't like it because the automated stuff, you'll have your trade there, and then you've got to input all these different parameters into the box to make it work. And you've got to log into the site, and you've got to do all of that kind of stuff. I don't like it. I just like, yeah, simple. And then it becomes a habit. Where's chat gone? I've lost chat. Chat. I've got rid of it by accident. There we go. Also worth to consider, hacking habit and environment such that the desired behavior becomes the path of least resistance. Exactly. You make it easy. And this is what I mean. Like, this is like why I've never taken stocks too seriously, because I don't like the UI. Therefore, it makes it more awkward. It makes it more difficult. It takes a bit of stuff. So do something that's just like, and when you stumble upon something that's like, this is easy, this is good, and then you can just trade it and it becomes habit, and it's like, it's great. Yeah. I want to look at some more charts, because this is not not much of a trading stream so far, but it's cool. It's all good. Why am I? There's not anything to trade. There is not anything. Short LPT. Yeah, and also I was looking at this, like, yeah. I mean, you don't really need to tell me. Well, you don't need me to tell you what's going on here. But actually, 30-minute time frame, that's looking okay. I'd wait for this to break down a little bit before I attempted a short on anything like that. Lever losing momentum. All this stuff that's up quite a lot today could be due for some kind of New York pullback. All this stuff that's down. It's nothing clean. I don't see anything clean. Clean. No. 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 Maybe. I don't know. I'm going back onto the Bitcoin chart. Altcoins are just floundering around in no man's land right now. Let's get rid of that. So we're golden pocket now locally. I'm going to take profit here. I didn't take profit when we took that low. I was too busy talking. I'm going to take some profit here. Still on my phone. Cool. Alrighty. I've lost chat again. Trying to find the exchange. I've lost chat. There we go. Back again. Fugazi. What's up, Luke? Signed up for Elite but didn't get an email. I checked spam. Does that mean I'm not the chosen one? You want Elite? You want to go? You want to do that? I'll check that. If it's been since like this morning, I sent all the emails out last night and early this morning. So if it's been since then, if there is anyone else that's applied, I'll have to check through that. I can do this announcement as well, actually. So this is something that, again, we are. Basically, we want to provide, like, we've been having this for ages. It's been a long time since myself, since other people in here have been doing like one-to-one coaching and things like that. It just wasn't, it's a lot of time taken up and to be honest, but it's something that we're bringing back in. We get asked about it quite often, and we've been working on just something that I feel will be massively beneficial to anyone who wants to be like really, really serious, like properly serious about trading. We are only going to be accepting 4 or 5 people probably onto this at the moment, because it's going to be basically what we've got and what this is going to be. It's going to be one-to-one sessions once a week with myself, with other coaches, also with some of my mentors. I've managed to pull in a couple of favors and stuff that we can do on there, and these are like high level people that have, like, honestly, I never knew how valuable like some of this stuff would be for myself. Like, I'd always just been like, oh, I can do this stuff. I'll learn this stuff myself. And it's true. Like, everything you can find online for free. You can find out how to have a healthy lifestyle. You can find out how to go to the gym and do like proper workouts. You can find out how to trade any type of trading in the entire world. You can find every single bit of information you could ever possibly need on the internet. And I always used to be of that mindset that, okay, yeah, I can find all this stuff for free. It's like, it's easy. But it wasn't until I started like diving in and like speaking to people who have lived that and gone through that kind of stuff themselves that I realized like shit, like I can really speed up the process here. And I can, yeah, okay, there's a bit of a trade-off, and I guess that's like part of being in something like the crew and having someone there that is going to be able to give you that information a little bit quicker and help to explain it a bit more in ways that you understand yourself, is really like valuable. And I found that it hasn't been so much for trading for myself, but in other aspects, like just general mindset, general discipline. I was a fucking idiot. I still am in a way. I still am. Like the whole Taurus thing came about from me like coming on, doing live streams, having a few beers. And honestly, it's just like that is the worst thing possible if you want to become serious about trading. And it wasn't until I changed my mindset probably about a year ago. Yeah, I did a couple of things. I went to Miami, had a bit of fun. That was like a holiday for me because this stuff is tough. But yeah, it wasn't until like really over the past year that I've really gone into that mindset type of thing. And that's just got me to a place where I'm so much more consistent, so much more comfortable, so much more confident in what I'm like doing and what I'm sharing, which is why I've been doing like so much more live trading. I'm okay with doing that because I know that I've been putting in the work to journal, which I haven't done so much previously of, so that I can have confidence in what I'm saying. And this kind of thing has been like a massive changing point for me to become like a true professional when it comes to trading rather than just trading as a hobby. And I can make a bit of money off of it because I'm kind of okay. I'm pretty good at it. I'm like properly like, yeah, this is what I do. No distractions, nothing's there. So there's so many things that I've cut out of my life, so many different ways in which I'm like living my life now, which is crazy. And I feel that that's something that's massively valuable. So we've put together a bit of a program, a bit of a thing that's going to be very much personalized to the individual, finding out about who you are as a person if you're going to be on this. Go over everything, like not just trading. Yes, we will do one-to-ones on a weekly basis with trading, but there's also like really good coaches in other aspects of life who have helped me and who are now like willing to help you guys as well. So this is something, yeah, we're quite excited about. We're going to be doing like, I think it's something that not really anyone really talks about within this space. It's crypto, so it's kind of degen, right? It just naturally is kind of degen. And people have fun with their trading. But if we want to go proper professional with this, and if anyone wants to go proper professional, I think there's certain things that you have to do to make yourself that way. Yeah, which is kind of what we're doing. So we're going to be doing other stuff. I'll bring this up on the Discord. You guys can see. Actually, I'll bring up the website. So the website is over here. We've got the new website that's live. This was actually made like in February this year. So this website got built like earlier on in the year. We've been planning for this for most of the year so far, and it's only now that I feel like, yeah, we're ready to kind of offer it. So you've got the crew membership. That's obviously the normal stuff. It's just training focused. But then you've got the elite membership, which is like the mindset. They're really turning this into something more professional. So I hope you guys like the website. You go over here. And then there's more information. So yeah, you get one-to-one session per week, doing stuff on mindset as well as trading knowledge, personal plan, including routine journal, health, psychology, all of those kind of things. Again, this is going to be very much like personal to you. Accountability coach, so someone that's going to be hammering this shit into you and making sure that you're doing it properly, that you're accountable and that you're making progress. You get free access to Exo charts if you choose that, or like a funded account. So we will enable you to be able to trade by having this mentorship, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, what's the best account to set up. We will like get you set up with everything that's needed so that there's like no additional risk to yourself basically in order to do this. We can't do everything, obviously. We can't like go, okay, we're going to fund a Bybit account with like 100 grand, but there are little things that we'll do with it. And it's also access to the boot camp. So we're going to be doing a boot camp in October. If we've got the interest, the plan is to get everyone together, to trade together for a day, get up early, go for a run, do that kind of thing. If you don't want to go for a run, hit some pads, do some yoga together, do all of those kind of things, eat well, good food, nice little, good, relaxing, professional, focused environment in order to learn trading from each other. Everyone there that's got different, all of that kind of stuff that's put together. So that's going to be in London in October. We're doing it on the 11th of October. So you become 11 out of 10 on the 11th of the 10th. So just playing around with it. We're not completely finalized on what we're doing with that all yet. So the plans are still in progress. It really does depend on, how much interest there is. But this is the announcement for it over here, okay? This will be the thing. So we're going to be doing a live group trading session. So I'll be trading with everyone. There'll be other traders that are there. Activities to promote focus and mindfulness, those kind of things. Good food, good drink, not alcohol. No. And in a good setting as well. So this is exciting. It's something that's given, it's fresh, it's new. It's like, I think it's really good. And this is something that I think could be really, really great. Anyway, back to the charts. Enough of the rambling on about that. But no tequila, no deal. I mean, no, I'm not doing it. I'm being a good boy. I'm a good boy now. I'm being good. It's crazy, like the amount. Yeah, man. I mean, if there's poker, we'll do poker. Okay, maybe. No, we're not. No, I'm not. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If you're going to commit to something like that, no tequila. I'll let you guys. No, I'm not even going to let you guys have tequila. No. Not happening. It's not happening. I will not allow it. The time to enjoy and the time to drink and the time to do all of that kind of stuff again is when you've made it. And if you haven't made it, you got to have your mind clear. And it's tough. It's tough sometimes, especially like social situations and things like that. But yeah. Anyway, what the hell am I doing? Like talking about what am I talking about? We'll play poker. We'll definitely do that. That's good fun. Poker's a good thing because that's like helps to get the brain going as well. Sober poker, crazy. Fugazi, you're flying for that for sure. Yeah, so what we're going to do, the elite people as well will get that for free. So that is part of the mentorship. So every time we do a retreat or an event, if you are on the program, then you will get, free access to these events. But if you're not, then we will open this up to other people as well. So yeah. Quetti, why are you squeezing your shoulder blades every 10 seconds? I know, man. So the thing is, I dislocated. This is another thing. Oh man, why am I just talking about me today? It's become like Life of Luke podcast and no trading. Sorry, but you are the chat, so it's your fault. If you, like I say, if you want to talk about trading, ask about trading in here. Ask about anything else if you're going to do it. The reason I squeeze my shoulder blades every 10 seconds is because I got a sporting injury last year and I never did the recovery properly for it. So I have like aches or I did have aches, and that has almost become a habit for me that I constantly have to stretch because that was the only way in which to relieve the pain. Like, this is something that happened to me a year ago, and I didn't go through over a year ago, almost like a year and a half ago. And I didn't go through the process of proper recovery, proper physiotherapy in order to make it better. So I dislocated my shoulder like 2 or 3 times. And that's why I do it. That's why I do it. And I'm having now to go through the process to fix my broken shoulder. So I've had to go like to a couple of like osteopath sessions. I've had to do that, and I still have the habit. I don't have the aches anymore, but it's become so normal that I do that. And it's weird, right? It's really weird, but it's like a little tick. I don't know. It's like a little tick that I have, that I just do those kind of things. And I have those things anyway. Like I'm not Tourette's, but I do have like little ticks and twitches. I've always, even since I've been a kid. But it's who I am, so who cares? I also blink funny sometimes, but fuck it, I don't mind, don't care. Yeah. It's good. The more self-conscious I feel about it, the more I'm going to be like, I am not doing it. I'm fine when I'm sitting. And this is the weird thing. I'm fine when I'm sitting, but as soon as I stand up, or if I'm walking, yeah, if I'm sitting or if I'm walking, I'm fine. But right now I'm stood up. Oh, where's the treadmill? I should just get the treadmill out. Because then that works. But if I'm just stood up still, then I just do this all the time. It's so stupid, man. Meanwhile, we've hit the golden pocket. We have. I mean, we've been sat there for how long? So I don't know. Yeah, we've been sat here forever. You know what was that? Tequila. I can tell you for now, tequila did not sort it. Tequila did not sort it. Jeez, this price action is just disgustingly slow and horrible. This is why I haven't done a live stream for 2 weeks, because what are we going to talk about? EXO? Anything going on in EXO? There's not anything going on in EXO, but I'll bring it up anyway. Here we go. Here's EXO charts. Yeah, a little drop in OI in the golden pocket. Obvious. This, again, data messing up for a second day in a row. And for some reason at exactly the same level as yesterday. So you had all of this weirdness going on yesterday, and you've got it again. You had it again earlier on today. So you can't really trade based off of order flow at the moment. This has become previous day point of control, even though it maybe isn't, because the API was so off yesterday and everything was so sketchy and so weird yesterday that I just can't take any of this seriously. Like, how can you take that seriously? How can you take like this shit seriously? How can you take this seriously? It's just impossible, right? You can't do it. So you can't do it. Look, oh yeah, look, we've got bearish CVD divergence on the 4-hour time frame. We didn't really need that because we knew it would come into the golden pocket anyway, but like, can you take it seriously? Probably not, because what's going on up here, right? Just a bunch of longs opening where there's no volume. You just got to go for the simple stuff and just focus on that for now. If you got to think about something, it's probably not a good trade. And this is what it's been like for me for the last, I mean, there are loads of good trades to have, and they're really good, but it's just a trade a day. And you just, if you don't get the trade that you plan for, if you don't get the one that is just sat there like, look, today we're expecting consolidation, golden pocket, short, great, go for it. Anything outside of that, if you got to think too much, I just don't know if it's worth the risk. So for me, like, where we came into this morning, having taken out Asia highs, coming into a 15-minute OB, coming into the golden pocket almost, You don't have to think about that. We know these things work. And we know you're probably going to get continuation down. And we got it, right? And yesterday, you have an SFP of these lows. Again, same thing, golden pocket there, right? We know that's going to work. You don't have to think about it. So that was Tuesday, trade on Tuesday. I've taken a few of these on Tuesday, actually. Tuesday was a really nice day to trade. Tuesday was a good day to trade. Since Wednesday, Thursday, so far, one trade. The one yesterday was that one. And that's the one that we planned, and that's the one we talked about, to take out the highs. Now, I didn't take a short here because I wasn't around to take that trade. But again, you take out liquidity, come into 4-hour imbalances, you take a short. Today, one trade. Short from there, I'm looking for lower. And that's the thing, you don't have to think about this stuff. It's just there, you can just see it, it's intuitive. You know the statistics are backing it up. And I think that's a really important thing, is just patience and discipline in taking the right trades. Querteep, what about order flow but not from Bybit? Bybit looks weird, to be honest. Did you try Binance? Again, same thing. If I've got to think about it, if I was to trade Binance order flow, I've got to learn how to understand Binance order flow. All right? Everything has its own personality, and you've got to understand the personality of each asset on each exchange, I think. The difference between Bybit USDT and Bybit Inverse, massively different, okay? On Bybit Inverse, you're almost always leading with order flow, okay? Because it's just so much like, there's like one guy trading it. Yeah? That's like fuck all volume. There's nothing going on there. Like one guy and then a bunch of matching algorithms. That's literally all you get. USDT, for the most part, kind of clean. Okay, and then you can actually start to look for trapped traders because there are people actually trading it. No one really trades the inverse. Not if you're taking this shit seriously. So yeah, on the USDT pair, you can look for trap traders. You can look for drops in open interest because you know there's a lot more going on. You know there's retail. You know there's fucking idiots that are following Crypto and Carl the Moon. They're like, I'm going to long this, break out of resistance. And you know they're going to get trapped. But on the other contracts, you don't know that. Binance, I don't know. Again, all algos, because US market can't trade it. So that takes out a huge, US market can't trade Bybit anymore either. So that's a big problem because we've had to adapt to that because the US market are where a lot of the fucking idiots are because, sorry, but Americans are kind of dumb. Like, so are the Brits, but like, come on. America's a bit of a dumb country. And that's where a lot of the retail, like, ridiculousness was going on because that's the degens. I don't mean it. You guys aren't dumb. But like, yeah, that's where a lot of the degeneracy was coming from. And I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just rambling. But yeah, anyway, you get the idea, okay? Every asset, every exchange, every contract has its own personality. You've just got to understand that. The nice thing about just general TA, it's kind of universal. Yeah, it's kind of universal. So if you know something's there and it's backing it up, you know it's close enough. Whereas you might go, oh, look, we've got some divergence here on this exchange, but we don't do on the inverse contract. And you got a drop in open interest here. But what other exchanges are there? On OKX, we've had a massive rise in open interest as Bybit's had a massive drop in open interest. It's like, well, so unless we get like aggregated data across everything, so all order flow aggregated, it's difficult. Or unless we're in bull market and one exchange has the monopoly. That's why Bybit did so well on the previous bull run, because Bybit had the monopoly for derivatives trading, at least. yes, Binance was there as well, but Binance was early, like before the last bull market. As soon as Bybit introduced fee rebates, game over. Everyone moved over to Bybit. Everyone was trading on Bybit. And yeah, and it became very easy to read the order flow because of that, because everyone was there. All right, all retail were there. What do you mean by that one guy trading inverse? I mean, it literally is. Like, we'll bring it up. I'll just show an example. That's the wrong screen. That's me. Again, look, there's my viewers, not many people. That one. Inverse contract. BTC USD. Let's bring it up. Right. Let's look at... Jesus fucking Christ. This is what I mean. Like, look. I'll do it on a 1 minute because this makes it even more ridiculous. Look. Flat, millions of dollars on one, like, little, like, within a few seconds. Flat, a few million more in a couple of seconds. Flat. Oh, a massive drop in OI, but nothing's actually happened. Flat. Oh, there. Flat, everything flat, step. There's no flow, all right? This is order flow, and there's no flow. It's just flat, step. So it just one guy. Oh, yeah. Whereas at least on USDT, you have order flow. It is flowing, mostly. Okay? Yeah, I know it's still ridiculous. Like, that's kind of ridiculous. But look, like, you look at the open interest, and you at least have some kind of flow there. There's not massive anomalies. Yeah, that's like weird. It's not, yeah. CVD, a bit more flow. So you can check this stuff yourself. Longs, a little bit more flow, okay? Not just flat all the time with big steps. Yeah, you have the extremes, all right? A ton of long positions getting closed out here. But that's okay, because that can give you information, because you know that's not normal, all right? Maybe there is one guy. But yeah, you get the idea. Does that, you kind of see it, right? Does that make sense? Again, we're in a like incredibly low volume. Oh, what have I done? Incredibly low volume across the board, so yeah. Ba-da-da. There's your previous day open. So we've got that new daily level as well. We've just hit that. Previous day levels, previous day Q didn't do too much. Daily open, not too much. Okay. This could be, you could get a scalp long off of this. This is enough confluence. We find like now that drop like just then. Potentially enough confluence here. Yeah. Previous day open, previous day POC. We've just had a bit of a range that's formed. Okay, we got something. We've got something. We've finally come into a level. Little triple tap down into here. You're starting to just, the momentum from here is slowing. SFP of local lows into previous day EQ, into previous day open. Not much of a reaction yet. Stacked imbalances aren't giving me anything here. So if I do go back onto this, and we look at this, Okay, you got a little bit going on at the bottom of that. You got to clear this. You got to clear this before this looks like it's going to be going anywhere back up. But, okay, cool. If we do this... All right, finally. My God, we've been how long on the stream and finally seeing a trade? Right. Breakthrough 26,150. Clear 26,150. At that stage, you may as well flip that. Hold. You can look for VWAP. Risk to reward, not ideal. It's about a 1-to-1. Scalp long off of the bottom. Fair, not too bad, but yeah. I've lost chat again. I do this all the time. There we go. Nej, the 25,800. So, I mean, yesterday's video, I explained at the beginning of the stream, right? It was coming. You had a good reaction, 382, single prints, reference level from previously. Okay, so shallow retrace, 25,800 was the level we were looking for. And again, like if it that stood out to me, that was what was clear. And yeah, that was the trade I wanted from it. Is there any more work we can do on this particular range itself? So range POC here as well. This is an interesting, a very interesting level, because this, right? Again, I don't like it because it's golden pocket, and it would suggest to me that yeah, okay, you can get a bounce to VWAP, but at this stage, maybe looking for a little bit more continuation. It's okay. I guess if you clear 26.3, previous resistance, high, 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 high. Support, again, earlier on trying to hold. Clear that, we can be looking at the highs again over here. Coming back into potentially yearly POC. Yeah, it's not looking particularly good there, is it? We've had the bounce. You didn't get through what we needed to get through. I'm going to hold. I mean, look, the nice thing about this is you're back at an entry. You've got a possible entry. There is a possible entry right here. So, not the best risk in the world. Local golden pocket. Oh, yeah. But it's there. It is there. It is in front of our eyes. Ping. Pong. Pang. That type of thing. It's not the nicest thing in the world, though. Because again, you would much rather wait for strength. Give you a bit of confidence in going in. Did you see the zigzag down? AWXY. Yeah. Basically that, right? Fits well enough. Yeah, kill seal. It's not bad. Yeah, that if we were using the low that we've just put in as a local, as the R on it, then yeah, it's not bad. But if you're going for this from here, that's just no. Actually, yeah, I'd keep a tight stop on this, because what you don't want to do, like the stop, if you're going for swing up to this high invalidation down here, like your stop is another entry. So you'd probably want to get out of this before coming down here and then attempt to long around here if we do come further down, because you don't want to be just knocked out of the market before you get that trade, which I still think is kind of likely. Smiley, pokey out tonguey face. Hi. Yeah, it's okay. It's not bad. Shall we follow it, or shall we do... What should we do? Oh, Fugazi said bye. You're probably already gone. But thanks for joining. What's the time? What is the time? 16:10. Live for an hour and 10 minutes. Gold. Let's talk. I haven't talked about gold recently. Gold. I'm the swing trade king on gold. Everything, every trade I've taken on this since like last year has been like really, really nice. It's been very good. We got longs from here. We got longs from here. I don't know why I'm always taking longs. I guess it's, well, actually no, we were short, but yeah. There. Seeing if we can get up here. And then I think from there, I know I've got this, because this is if we were to lose. And then I'd be looking for that, right? But what we have here is this. That would be so good, man. But yeah, gold. Did anyone get into a trade on gold here? We'd been talking about it for a long time. We've been waiting for this for a couple of months, really. Because because we were looking for it back here, didn't get it, got the SFP for that high, right? Then that was the opportunity. Come into here, 2 opportunities to buy on the higher time frames. 3 opportunities to buy. Then you finally break, and then you could have, again, if you'd missed that, there's another opportunity here after you've broken. So then you've got the trident type of thing. So done, change, come back in, and you have that like trident set up, which is nice. And now you're coming back into test where was the first take profit off of this, and coming up and taking the high again. So gold's been quite good. Gold's nice. Again, I just buy gold and sell gold. I don't like particularly do day trading on it, but maybe I need to do more, because even down at the bottom here, I know a few people were trading this in trading chat, and I saw some of this. Like I can't remember who it was, but one of you guys in the crew caught the short from here, which was awesome. Like literally, like just after I'd bought it, and I've been like, yeah, I've gone long. I've like bought gold, basically taken a trade on gold. Then it's straight after, it was like, I got short on gold. I was like, shit, oh no, who's going to win? But yeah, they managed to get their take profit off of that. And then we get the bigger move afterwards. So gold's been nice. Gold's been a pretty chill asset. It's been good. DXY, I don't really, yeah. Euro dollar's okay, right? This is okay. Could be the second, like, look below, close above that we've had on this. And when we've had these things previously, you get relatively decent moves on them. So potential for the dollar for DXY at least to pull back here. I know, again, we've been working on this high for ages. That is your OB. We then took the liquidity above, round about that midpoint of the channel again, just consolidating around there. Yeah, euro, dollar, looking okay. Failing that, you've got equal lows down here, which have been, I mean, like 4. But yeah, a little bounce here. Is there anything like, no, why is it going this way, man? That's going the wrong way. Don't like drawing it like that because you want to use those touch points, but hey ho. Ether's dull, nothing going on. What was the was it this one? No. What's that one that I bought the other day? I did a little low cap. I can't remember what it was I was talking about the other day. BG. No, that Brain's got talent. What's it called? Blockchain bets. BCB. USDT. Yeah, this one. No, still in the same range. This is one of my low cap potential plays, right? So, again, haven't really acted upon this so much yet, but this is something I'm looking for as like maybe like a low cap gamble. Non-financial advice, obviously, but one of the low caps. Blockchain bets, they're basically like Rollbit, a new version of Rollbit. So competition could be kind of cool. Don't have as many restrictions like UK. For me in the UK, I can't use Rollbit to trade, so this blockchain bets thing could be kind of good. It's a mexy shit coin. You have a nice little range forming here, initial markup, so there's quite good. I mean, even just to get to the top of the range, you're looking at doubling your money. Like if this range continues, you buy $100 down here, you can make $100 profit if it returns to the top of the range. So it's just one of those like maybe kind of things. If it goes to zero, it goes to zero. I don't have anything more to say on that. I wonder if there's like anchor VWAP, what you can do with this, anchor VWAP from the low. All the volumes at the low is an accumulation phase. Yeah, clearly an accumulation phase, and then this is just being allowed to do what it needs to do. But yeah, not too much on this. Has that already had the markup? 200%. I don't think that's enough for like VC to get back out of it or anything like that. Who knows? Chat's gone quiet. Where are you guys? What's going on? Check RFox USDT. RFox USDT. No, TFox. That's actually a thing. Oh, no, it's not. Tau. RFox. Red Fox Labs. Don't know about that. Look, this has been out for too long. Yeah. I'd have to see what this. This is kind of like, in this day and age, this is old. This is old. Like, I know it's only 21. I still consider that to be previous bull market. And if anything that was released back then, I just don't think, unless you're a large cap from the previous cycle, you've got no chance. Devs have left this. Ain't nothing going on over here. Where's the volume? Okay, you got a bit of volume down here, but I guess it's all relative. That move. Exit liquidity. Who knows? I don't like it. It's too old for me. It's too old. I like the new stuff. Is anyone looking at like any new assets? This is something I would like to cover. I want to use your brains, collective brain power, right? Here's a challenge. Here's a challenge for everyone for the next stream. And maybe, who here's got Twitter, X? Show of hands. I'm going to put everyone to work. We're a community. We'll put everyone to work. Even though it's my job to do the work, but who cares? No Twitter. Where's everyone? What's going on? Why is chat so dead? I think we've reached people's limit of attention span here. So, yeah, anyway, what I want to do, and if we do this, if we get this, like if I want everyone to, I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to get everyone to find like a low cap alt from that has potential with the next cycle. I want to see what you guys can come up with. And I want to see what has been found, and maybe I'll do another stream tomorrow to go over some of these and to have a look at them fundamentally, because that could be something kind of fun to do. So yeah, what I want to find, these are the rules. It cannot be from the last market cycle or the market cycle before that or the market cycle before that, right? It's got to be new. This year, last year. Bear market release, which means that there is potential to have a markup and not just be devs are moving on, we want the exit liquidity type of thing, because that's what it is. You're never going to get a pump on some old shit. It just doesn't really happen unless it's like real serious and they've been building something really good. So low cap, high potential, new, good fundamentals, good tokenomics, good technicals. I don't want to see some shit that's pumped 500% already. Stuff that is in accumulation, all right? Accumulation phase. A little challenge for you guys. Next time I do a stream, I might do one tomorrow. It's not scheduled, but I might do one tomorrow. I'd like to see what people have come up with, what people have found. I think that'd be kind of cool. And yeah, I'd say do it on MEXC. Is the best one. Okay, so that's where all the best altcoins are. If it's not on MEXC, it's probably not worth doing. Yeah, we can mess around with Uniswap stuff, but I don't really know that. That's like too risky for me. David Steele, any opinions on the H-bar thing? Fed now? I don't know. Again, H-bar, I think, let's have a look at the chart. I don't like it. I did look at it the other day. I don't really like the look of it because, again, kind of old. I just don't see the point. Because what are the chances of you doing that again when there are literally millions of other tokens out there to trade? Go on CoinMarketCap. There's 1.8 million tokens. Why would why would there be hype to the same extent that it had on a previous cycle? I just don't see it happening. So the best for me would be that you come up to here in the next cycle, and that's 200%. That's point. Why would you do it? Like, yeah, maybe you'll get lucky, and maybe it's one of those like things where you can get a 10x, you can beat what happened, but the statistics just are not in your favor. I would rather just put my stuff into something new that has the potential to, like, Casper, for example. It was a new token and made a 20x. All right, I wouldn't go back in and expect that to happen again. But that's the nice thing. You can get a few of those, and by having a 20x like that, then that pays for you to have a few misses. But for this, if you're almost guaranteed a miss, like, yeah, you might get 2x, like 2 or 3x. Solid project, active team. Okay, fair. I'd need to do a bit more research into it. I just don't think the only way that would get me interested in this, and yeah, the technicals are okay. You've probably had that run, looks done to me. And then you're going to come back and you're going to find support again. It will reaccumulate. It will do all of this. I just don't think the time is now, right? Even if it is a solid project and if it is a really good team, you're already up almost like 90%, yeah? That looks like a top. Like, there's not much more that's left in this. Yeah. Fundamentals, long term though, 7 years or something. But I hear that all the time. Like, you can't expect anything to last 7 years in this game. Like, what? Like, how many tokens has been said? Like, oh, it's a long-term hold. Just wait 10 years, wait 5 years. You'll make your money back from it. It's worthwhile. Why the fuck would you wait 7 years? Yeah? If you're here looking at the charts every day and you're here on a live stream and you're looking for stuff, why? Use that money in something that can move in the next 7 days. Not what can move in 7 years. Fuck. They do. I don't get it. I don't mean that in like a bad way. I just, like, when I hear that stuff. Yeah, investing is different than trading, but you're here and if you've bought this, right? And let's say you have $10,000 to allocate, yeah? And you've bought $1,000 of this here. That $1,000 you can't spend anymore. You've only got $900, and now you're waiting. So what? You may as well just not buy it. Buy it when the time is right. I don't get investing in altcoins. Nah. I don't even I guess this is just traders mentality, traders mindset. Why would you invest? Why would you lock the potential of that capital up when you can go to something that's going to move now? All right? Use that $1,000 for something that's going to move now. Find something that you're like, okay, fair enough. If you've done that move, great, you've doubled your money. Okay? Technical reason, you've come all the way back down here, you can buy the low, you get out. Right? You can do that, you can get out of it. Put it into something else that's ready to move now. Or at least that you think is going to move in the near future. Not something that, look, that looks like it's topped, and you could be waiting all the way over here for this to move again. Maybe I'm wrong, just the probabilities don't really look in your favor for this. Quote me on it, at me later if this goes pumping like crazy. I just don't see the point. Harder to find something that will move now. Yes, it is. It's very easy, and that's the problem. It is easy to go, oh, this project's cool, these have good devs, I'm going to buy it. I don't care what the price is. And then you find the next token that's maybe a brand new thing that hasn't been released yet, and you bought. I bet, like you guys, everyone here will have done this. Everyone, I've done it. Okay, I'm like, oh, good devs, good projects. I'm going to buy this here. I don't care what price it is. It's an investment. Yeah? You then spend your money on stuff that's here. What happens? All right, another new project that you research. Easy. Okay, easy. It's easy to find projects that look good on paper. All right, but it's about making money. And what happens if this does this? Right? And then you find another project and you've put in a lot of your money into projects that are up here. Yeah, and this is what happens to everyone in the bear market. And then you've got a decision to make. You found new OnlyFans X token, right? Whatever the fuck it is, like whatever stupid thing comes out. FriendFi, that kind of stuff. GameFi is going to be a pretty big thing. You find something that you want to buy here, but you've got no money left because you bought shit like this up here. So you then have a decision to make. Sell at a loss so you can get into something new, or you miss the opportunity, or you put funds in from another account. You'd spend money that you maybe can't afford to lose on buying more stuff, and you keep accumulating and accumulating and accumulating more stuff. So I just don't see, you got to get like, and again, this is like, I did it, and so much time wasted, so much opportunity cost on it, just trying to do the easy shit. Okay, this stuff is good, I'll wait until the next cycle. But you're going to run out of money, and you're going to miss opportunities along the way if you're doing that. So, yeah, I'm ranting a little bit, but I do think it's really important. And I don't know if, I know you're explaining it. All I can do is talk to the chat and say my opinion. So don't take this the wrong way at all, okay? For all I know, you could have bought this down here and you're in really good profit. So fair enough. Okay, I'm just trying to do this as things. But I'm describing a specific scenario, yes, but I'm describing a scenario that probably everyone here who is watching can relate to. No one in this chat probably has been in a situation. Everyone in this chat has been in a situation where they bought some stuff out of hype. They're like, oh, I like this product, good devs, good website, yeah, strong fundamentals. and then they see something else and they're like, oh, I spent my money on this and it's now at 50% drawdown, so what am I going to do? Everybody's done it. Everybody's done it. This is why do the research, but find the shit that's early before it flies. First cycle. Okay? This, Casper, did the research early before anyone knew about it. I gave this to everybody. I banged on about this token ages, for the whole of like October, November, during the whole FTX thing. Aptos and Casper, they were the two things that were like, Aptos, Casper. They were the two tokens that I just loved. And I didn't sell it up here, but I sold it there because I think it's topped. Gone, done, move on. It might be a good project, but come on, man. Like, you've done a 20x. Why would you hold this? You now have the chance. If you did this and if you've made a 20x, don't get married to this shit. Yeah? Because you then have 20 opportunities now to get something else. And yeah, token trader, you can do this. Blur, one of them. Didn't make money on this one. All right, I liked it. Didn't make money on it. Bought it here, managed to get out. Partial position. Didn't make money on the rest. But it's okay because that's life. And that's part of it. And that's the whole thing. Like, actually, this one was really good because this traded really, really well. So yeah, I'd say I lost money on my investment on this, but from actually trading it, right? This is when we were trading this token, was all the way back here. And this is when it was nice to trade, yeah? Short positions, long positions. But I think I still have some spot blur. But that's the thing, you make mistakes on that, and you do that kind of shit. Oh, it's all the way back here, isn't it? I only did that bit, but over here we were trading it as well. So good trades to be had on this. But yeah, pile of shit. And if you're still holding it, it's opportunity cost, because now you can't put that money into something else. So case in point. That's why I like the stuff that's new. You just stepped into a rant. What's going on in the cord? Yeah. I don't know. What is going on? Have we done anything? No, we're still at exactly the same level when I started the stream. We're still here. This is why we're ranting. This is why we're talking about just other stuff. Because the nice thing about this, people obviously liked the rant, because I think we hit a local bottom on the people watching this, and we started to tick back up again. So everyone was dropping off when we were doing TA, and then I rant about some shit, and people are like, "Oh, what's he talking about? How do you like previous day high?" I don't like. I don't know. I long hair looks fine. All right, kind of like the look of a long hair. I take it to VWAP. That's all I'm looking for. Short from earlier. I like a little long hair. Take it to VWAP. In, out, shake it all about. Take it to VWAP. And then you're done. Any bigger plays you're waiting for? Not really. Not really. I think the biggest move that we got was yesterday. That was like 4-hour time frame, playing out quite well. Okay, we had. Don't you fucking laugh at this, anyone. But good confluence. Where is it? Divergences. Oh, someone asked on Twitter. I don't know if you're here in the chat. What I'm using for divergences now. So I don't use any one single tool for divergences anymore. I used to have on my chart, I used to use an RSI and a MACD, and I would only consider it to be worth looking at if both of them were showing divergence together, because they're just not reliable enough on their own. They're lagging indicators, they're not very good. It's like using CVD on its own without some open interest type of thing. Look, I'm talking about serious stuff again, and viewers are dropping off. I'm going to have to start ranting again. But anyway, yeah, this is nice, all right? Divergence from many indicators. You choose the ones you want, the oscillators that you want to put on there. And for me, I've got stock, RSI, MACD, histogram, and MACD. If 3 of those 4 are flagging up at the same time on the 4-hour or the 15-minute, then it will alert me and it will put a line on my chart. Yeah? So you add the 4-hour divergence, all of those things, that gives me enough. 3 out of the 4 main oscillators are all showing divergence at this point. Cool, that looks like a good low. We then had the additional confluence that we were expecting that low and a bounce anyway. So then you're like, right, great, looking for longs. Opportunity to go long, you come up and take the high. And then you have further confluence up there. What was this? 4-hour highs taken. EMA, 54-hour EMA hit, right? So all of these things lining up together, nice. The simple stuff mixed with a little bit more complicated stuff maybe, and you get a good little move out of that. I think this was it from the impulse? Yeah, we had that as well. So from the beginning of like where things really started to break down, anchored VWAP from there acting as some support. If anyone has, look, you got this stuff going on as well, right? So here, like daily time frame, you had divergence between here and here, and then again here. Okay, doesn't always work. Again, it's an oscillator. It's not great, but you had a lot of divergences showing here. But divergence between those would have turned out with a good trade. And actually, we were one of those that was taking the short up here anyway, so it was all cool. And then we longed this, and then we, hey, happy days. And it was all very, very, very nice. But yeah, that's that. I might wrap it up here. Combine PA with order flow. Exactly. That is the way to do it. TAPA can give you the good levels in which you want to take the trade. When you get to those levels, you look at the order flow, you look for confirmation, or you look for a reason why it might not be a good trade. That's the thing. So much better for me. Order flow tells me when it's not a good idea to enter. Because I don't need to be looking, I don't need to be watching the order flow to be like, oh, I want to long this, or oh, I want to short this. It's like it's intuition. It's just there. It's just ingrained. I've seen this stuff happen over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. What order flow is really, really useful for me, and it's different for everyone, but what order flow is really useful for me is that just automatic process. So for me, technical analysis, oh, we've taken a high that I thought was going to get taken anyway. Oh, we've come into the golden pocket. I wanted to long this. I know it's just automatic, right? I can just go enter a position, just completely automatic. The way that order flow is good is if I see something that's like, it's not looking like you don't want to be doing that right now because your automatic process is telling you one thing, but what's going on, what the market's actually doing is maybe not making sense for that automatic process. That's when I'm like, okay, cool, I'm just going to step back and just see what happens here. And this actually now is probably an example of that, right? Long here looks excellent. All right, you've got good confluence. Everything looks pretty good, yeah? But if I then look at this and I take it over to here, and I'm looking at this, every little bounce, you come into resistance, that didn't hold. You've taken out the low again. You come back in. Imbalances, unable to break through. That order flow is telling me that, yeah, it looks great on paper, all right? That automatic process might go long here. I want to be looking for a long, but if I'm then looking at the order flow, I'm going to go, no, sit back, wait for this to tell you that it's ready, because it will tell you that it's ready, and you don't need to get the perfect entry. When this is ready is when price breaks back above here. For me, it was here earlier on, but if this here can get back above, I would feel fairly confident at that stage that that is a local low, because then you've had a change in the order flow. You haven't yet even had a change in the market structure. If you take out that high and you break that, great. Okay, so that might be even better. And then you do this, up, down, there's your entry, then you go for this. That's what the order flow would tell me, all right? So if we can get this, we can watch this. We'll see how this plays out. If we can break it. Now we're there, what you want to see is this hold. Okay, so you can't just break it, SFP, drop again. No bueno, no good, no good. You got to break that. Come on, market. Make me look good. Make me look good. Make my brain look powerful. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Mind taking a look at OI Delta and CVD real quick before you sign off? Don't have extra chats at the moment. Of course. Well, we are there, so we will have a look. Open interest, flat, all of this earlier. Oh, a bit of a mess. Right. So, not much to see there. Net longs. Your answer is, you don't have exo charts right now. You're not missing anything. You ain't missing anything. Stacked imbalances awareness is kind of nice at the moment, because then at least you know that there's traders within that might defend, and I got enough. There's enough going on. At least they're always there. They're always visual, but you're not missing anything right now. There ain't nothing going on. Killzil, Brito. These are volume candles, right? So this is open interest that I've got on here. I think I've changed it to that. Oh no, it's just bid ask. Just bid ask, but what am I doing? OI base. Oh, yes, OI removed versus created. Sorry, you can't see the menu. These, okay, you've got the bid ask as the numbers, but this is open interest removed and created. So here's quite nice because you can see stops being hit. Yeah. So you can see that this is stops hit because it's open interest being removed rather than like a short opening. So this is kind of good because then you know at that stage. I don't know why I've got the text on something different. I should have the text to something else. There you go. Okay. So OI removed, not a short opening at the bottom. Longs opening here. Down here, stops hit and slippage, basically. Stops hit, slippage. So it's kind of nice because you can just understand when it's trapped longs, when it stops being hit and stuff like that. Or liquidations and slippage. Either or, yeah. Stops hit or liquidations will give you a drop in open interest. Short opening at the bottom, trapped traders will give you a rise in open interest. Oh, this is boring. 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 Token trader, it's painful. It's painful. I don't even like, it's not a celebration. It's like 10K subs on YouTube. It's not a celebration, man. At some point we're going to hit 10K subs on YouTube and I'm going to be like, yeah, we should be at 100. Because there's fucking idiots out there that are 100K subs. It's chatting shit. I know I chat shit. But I think, I don't know, am I deluded? But surely I'm better than 8K subs. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe I'm deluded. 4K followers. Pathetic. It is pathetic. It's terrible. It's just terrible. Someone help us. Help me. I'm not happy it's not a big channel. I'm not happy. I'd have so much more fun here. And I'd be like, oh, it'd be so much better. We'd have such a great time if we had it like, got new people, fresh people. I love all of you. Every single one of you. Like, the majority of you guys have been here since like day one. The days of getting pissed on a Friday night, that seems a long time ago, but getting pissed off on a Friday night during COVID and just chatting shit and trading charts. And we've come a long, long way since then. But, God, yeah, it's a grind now. It is a grind. Divine Hood, to get a lot of subs on YouTube, you need to consistently upload. I upload every single day. Or go live so the algorithm will start to push your streams. Yeah. The problem is when it's live is I'm talking about the same stuff. And this goes into the next one. Best way to get subs is to go live during big moves. We've had one big move in the past like 2 months. It's just dead. There's no volatility. Everyone's trading Forex. Everyone's on fucking prop firms. And everyone's like, nah, funded accounts. I don't want to spend my money. But still, I'm like spending all my money on funded accounts because I can't get funded because I'm shit at trading. Like, if you can't make profit with your own money, you're not going to make profit on a funded account on like 50 grand when you're like, oh my God, those numbers are big. I don't have that kind of money in my bank account. Yeah. It's just like, oh, traders these days, so impatient. There's so much impatience. It's like, I want 100 grand to trade with now. And I'm going to spend $300 every month failing fucking challenge accounts because I want 100 grand now. And then they look at their bank account and are like, what do you have to show for it? That money's not yours. You are literally giving money to prop firms and making nothing. You're not making a fucking penny. You're just giving them money all the time. Learn how to trade like your own money. Put $100 into account. Make it $200. Turn that $200 into $300. Turn that $300 into $400. If you can't do that, exactly, yeah. 1% from 200k is different than 1% from 2k. And people are like, I want that 200k now because I want to be trading big size like everyone else. Nah. Put in the work. Don't be lazy. I am ranting today. I am ranting. My name's Luke Tate. I don't know who's like, I don't even like follow these people that like rant a lot. I'm doing it in a nice way, I hope, but this isn't going to work out, guys, is it? This is what I mean. Order flow is not giving us an entry for this at all. I'm calling it there. Mark my words. As soon as this stream stops, we're going to pump. All right? You ready for it? I am ending this stream. Thank you very much for watching. I genuinely mean that. Thank you for tuning in when there's not very much going on. Thank you for listening to me chat shit, rant about random stuff. If anyone needs anything, like if you like ask any questions, Discord's open. Even if you're not in the crew, there's the public chat, ask away. Engage on X, Twitter, that kind of thing. It will mean a lot to us. We are like grinding, trying to make everything better for you guys. Like that's why we're here. That's why we do this stuff. We're trying to, as a community, everyone become better traders and everyone to have the opportunities that I've been lucky enough to have through like fucking up for years and eventually get to the point where I become profitable and start to actually call this a bit of a job, trading. But yeah, engage, do everything, whatever, keep tuning in. Massively appreciate it. I love every one of you, especially like most of you guys have been here for a long time anyway, because there's just not many new people in the market. If you are new here, say hello, introduce yourselves. I'm friendly enough. And yeah, I'll be back again very soon. I promise I'll try and stream more often for you guys. There's just been a lot of stuff in the works right now and we're seeing what's working basically. So have a great day. See you all very soon. We're taking the low again. There you go. Time to pump. In a bit. Bye-bye.